Welcome back. We're making a fairy door today on Santorini stone. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. This stuff is gorgeous. It's sparkling and smooth and very nice to paint on. I will leave a link in the description to the person that I purchased these from at Santorini Rocks on Facebook. Her name is Katie, and she was very, very wonderful to work with. So I used the lid for my vitamins, my multivitamins, and drew a circle. It's taking up most of this size of this rock, so it's going to be a door for a little fairy garden. So I've cut the bottom part of my circle off because that's going to be like the front step. And this stuff erases, pencil erases off of this stuff, no problem. You won't even see any leftover residue from your pencil once you've erased it all. It works awesome. So I'm going to do a little lamp post next to my fairy door. I saw a lot of fairy door ideas on Pinterest, but I'm a big fan of circles. So I really wanted like a circular door that was super cute. There will be a lot of my cool stuff. All of my likes are going to be in here. So first of all, we're going to use a little bit of gold. We're going to use some hologram paint. We're going to use some nail glitter. We're going to use a little bit of glow in the dark paint as well. So there's a couple of really cool techniques that I'm going to show you. And this is going to be one of the cutest fairy doors you have ever seen, I promise. Also resin. At the very end of the video, you're going to see this beautiful stone once it's been resined, and it's like it's got a layer of glass over it, and it just brings out all the colors and all the sparkle. I'm choosing this color for my door. You can choose a brown door. This is like a really nice, almost like a deep bluish teal. It's got a beautiful color to it. But I want a blue door. So you pick whatever color door you want. And we're going to start with the door first. You're also going to need sponges, or if you're comfortable blending colors with brushes, that's up to you as well. But I find if you want a nice airbrushed, spongy look where it's all even, all the color looks beautiful, sponges are the way to go. I will leave a link in the description for the type of sponges that I'm using, but you can use any sponge. Any sponge will work. Even makeup sponges that you can buy like right at the pharmacy or Shoppers or Rexall, and they are just as easy. You can cut them and shape them if you need to as well. And they're inexpensive. You can also get them at the dollar store. Now I'm filling in my whole circle here with the dark blue, but I'm going to go in with a lighter blue and go in the center of the door with a lighter blue just to give it a little bit of contrast and make the door look a little cool. I have missed you guys. I've been so busy. So I'm glad to be back with something cool for you today. This is Cayman blue, and it's just a lighter color. And see how I'm not going right to the outside of the door. I want to keep that dark blue in there. So always, whatever color you're using, whether it's purple, red, burgundy, brown, just go with a lighter red, burgundy, brown, purple in the center. And it's going to feel like we're sitting here for a minute, but I'm literally forgot to pause it while I went to rinse out my sponges. So I'm just being honest. We're going to sit here and wait for the paint to dry. And I do go in a little bit more. It's hard to tell with the lighting here. I do go in a little bit more with the lighter blue just to lighten that inside of the door up a bit more. And you're going to need gray, or if you want your bricks around the door to be red or like more of a brick color, it's up to you. I like stones, so I'm doing gray stones around my round door. And yeah, I decided that maybe I should just outline everything first so that you guys can see it really well, and then I'll fill it in with the color. So I'll fill in the gray after I've outlined everything in black. And I apologize, you're not really able to see the whole rock. I had you guys zoomed in way too close. So if you see it just sitting there, I am working on the other parts of the rock, and I apologize for that notification as well. Still working on getting better at making these tutorials. Forgive me, please. So I'm just outlining everything. I'm not being super careful. And the same with with everything else. Just it's going to be not really perfect. So don't worry about making any mistakes because this isn't going to be a perfect stone. So I've got everything outlined in black. And now I'm filling in my stones with gray. It's pewter gray. I had to do a couple of coats of the gray because of the brand. It was still a little bit transparent once it dried, so I had to go back over it again a second time with the gray. I won't bore you with the second coat. I want to thank my over 23,000 subscribers. My gosh, I can't even believe that. I keep trying to picture that many people in a room painting one of my rocks. And I can't get it. I just can't even imagine. You guys are so amazing, and I wake up to some of the most amazing comments and thank yous, and you guys are just a blessing to me. I love you all and I appreciate you all, and I am so happy that you guys like painting with me. Now that I filled in my pewter gray, I'm going in with brown on the light post. Now I'm not measuring anything. I'm literally just using the ruler to make a straight line. And I'm not evenly spreading them apart, but I want there to be some lines in my door. So I'm just going to very lightly and messily, I might add, I'm just like lightly lining this on, and I'm not making sure that it's straight. And I'm not making sure that it's even. Some of it's thinner, some of it's thicker. And I'm literally just going to leave, like if there's any little bumps, I leave them because then it looks like a little knot in the door. And I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to look like an old little fairy door. A cute little fairy door. And here it's going to start getting really cute from here on out. We're going to put a handle on. Simple little handle. Starting with the black first, but I promise you I will be getting out the gold and accenting everything in gold. I'm not going to be outlining the whole thing like I do with a lot of my stuff, but we're just going to put some gold accents. I'm not going to make you guys sit here with a tutorial and not see some gold. I'm also going to use hologram, which I haven't used in a little while. Now, apparently we need to have some kind of brackets on here holding the door on. So we're going to do that as well. And I just want it to look like a cute little rustic door. But we got to add some stuff to it to make it a fairy door. So here's the gold. And see how I'm not filling in the black. I'm just lightly skimming over top, and it's not going to be exact. I still want to see the black behind there. Just a little bit of gold. I'm going to get out my dotting tools in a minute. These are nail dotting tools that I buy at a nail art supply, or you can buy them on Amazon. And I'm just, because obviously these brackets need to be held on with something. Or what are they called? Brackets? I don't even know. Here we go again. Help me with the correct terminology. These are nuts and bolts. We're going to put a little bit of gold on those dots as well when they dry. Now I'm using yellow to go inside of the lantern, but I actually put a little bit of water in it so that it's more transparent, because I kind of want to see a a little bit of the black through there. So it looks like it's lit up. And I'm not really being perfect with it. I'm being kind of messy with it, but you can always fix it by outlining the black lines over again. And I'm using a toothpick, of course, to dot on these little bits here, just so that they stand out a little nicer on that door. Isn't it cute? I love this. It's adorable. Okay, now we're going to do this. Yes, glow in the dark. Here we go. Ta-da! We are going to put just a little bit in the lantern. You can also like add little fireflies flying around. You can paint the rock so that it's nighttime, and then have the fairy door there with little fireflies. But I'm only doing the lantern in glow in the dark. A little bit more gold to accent everything. The little knob on top of the light post. Now we're going to make a vine. We got to add some color to our little fairy door. So I'm just swirling around some bright green. I'm not going to outline that. I'm not going to do anything super fancy or difficult. Just simple leaves. And then we're going to use our dotting tools again to make a couple of dotted flowers. And you can choose whatever type of vine you want to do. If you're really good at doing vines, like by all means, go all out. I'm just doing simple because that's all I want. Couple leaves here and there. And I'm not doing any shading or making them look really realistic or anything. There we go. And I brought them down a little bit over the front porch. Here's the nail powder. Now, it's a fairy door, so it's got a sparkle. We're adding sparkle in now. And I just rub it on with my finger in between the lines on the door just to kind of accent those separate boards in the door. And once it's sealed at the end with the resin, it really sparkles. And I'm going to make it sparkle with a little bit bigger of a glitter because that nail powder is very, very fine glitter. So we're going to add a little bit thicker glitter with hologram just on the insides of the leaves. I'm not going right to the outside. I'm just wanting to have a little bit of sparkle on the insides of the leaves. And once again, once you seal it, you can really see the different types of sparkle. It doesn't all just look like one type of sparkle. It really separates, like the hologram from the nail powder, and the back of the stone also glitters because of the type of stone that it is. So you can really see all of that. Now I'm just using my dotting tool, and these are going to be really simple flowers. Just one big dot with one color, and then I'm going to grab pink and I'm going to dot around those dots and make just very simple flowers. But it's crazy what simple does to your painting. Just these little simple accents and added glitter and stuff, it really changes up your artwork and brings it to a whole new level. So I'm going all the way around. I usually start with one at the top, one at the bottom, and one on each side, and then I go in between those ones just so there's even amount of dots. And it's not perfect. Some of them are like flowing in together. So I mean, like, none of these flowers are perfect. Now get ready. Oh, get ready, people. You're going to see it shining. Look at that. Look at the glitter on the leaves, the glitter on the door. It's so beautiful. And like I said, the stone itself, it with the resin on top, it looks like glass. It looks like the painting that we just did is now hidden behind glass. I love you all. Thank you all for being back here with me again. Keep painting.